Once upon a time, in southeast Europe, there lived a fierce and warlike people known as the Thracians. It is believed their origins were from a mix of Proto-Indo-Europeans and early European farmers who migrated from Asia and Africa. Thracians had a common culture, and their language was called Thracian, but they were not united and remained tribal and disunited. Their culture was not known for its sophistication, and they led simple lives in open villages, which made the Greeks and Romans refer to them as barbarians. However, the Thracians had an advanced culture that was particularly noted for their poetry and music. They were polytheistic and had customs of tattooing. Thracians interacted with Greeks, Persians, Scythians, Celts, and later Turks, but this only influenced the aristocratic elite and not the Thracian culture as a whole. The Odrysian kingdom was the Thracians' first permanent state, but they faced subjugation by the Achaemenid Empire and were eventually conquered by the Romans. The Thracians revolted against the Romans, but they lost their independence following Alexander the Great's death. Despite their complex history, the Thracian culture faded over time, and their last reported use of language was by the monks in the 6th century AD. Their exact origins remain unknown, but they were described by Xenophanes to have blue eyes and red hair. Today, the study of the Thracians is known as Thraciology. The Thracians were a mystery to many, with their origins shrouded in uncertainty. There were no written historical records before the Greeks came into contact with them, leaving much to be desired in terms of information on their beginnings. However, it is generally believed that the Proto-Thracians developed from a mixture of Indo-Europeans and indigenous peoples during the Proto-Indo-European expansion, around 1500 BC. Their ancestors are thought to have migrated in 3 waves, which led them to force out the Pelasgians and Achaeans, reach the Aegean Islands, and ultimately end the Mycenaean civilization. Despite this, they did not speak the same language. As the Iron Age loomed, the Proto-Thracians gave way to the development of Dacians and Thracians. This happened in spite of the diverse topography of the area, which made it impossible for a single language to form. Despite this, ancient Greek and Roman historians claimed that the Thracians were superior fighters, belonging to the Indo-European stock and language. However, their constant political fragmentation limited their potential as an even greater power. It is interesting to note that the Thracians had a fairly advanced culture, with poetry and music being particularly notable. Their soldiers were highly valued as mercenaries, particularly by the Macedonians and the Romans. In short, though their origins are still a mystery, the Thracians made their mark in history as fighters and cultural icons. Once upon a time, there was a land called Thrace. It was home to around 200 Thracian tribes that were divided into different factions and lacked a central political organization. Thrace was a land of diverse tribes and cultures and was inhabited by the Illyrians in the mountainous regions and the more peaceful plains people. Thracians were widespread, inhabiting regions such as Thrace, Mysia, Macedonia, Boeotia, Attica, Dacia, Scythia Minor, Sarmatia, Bithynia, Mysia, Pannonia, and other areas of the Balkans and Anatolia. This land was full of interesting stories, and Thucydides noted something intriguing. Thracians even inhabited the region of Phocis, which was known for being the location of the Delphi oracle. Thucydides linked this to the mythological Thracian king Tyrus, who was the son of the god Ares. Despite the diverse and fragmented nature of the Thracian tribes, they played an important role in the history and culture of the ancient Balkans and beyond under the domination of great empires, such as the Romans. In the 1st century BC, under the reign of King Burbista, a strong Dacian state emerged, transforming the political and social landscape of the region. Even though the Thracians lacked a central political organization, they had their own rich and diverse cultures that kept the Balkans buzzing with life and energy for centuries. Once upon a time, in ancient Greece, there was a region called Thrace. It had a significant role in Greek history and was known for its fierce warriors. The Thracians were skilled fighters and were feared by many of their enemies. In the 7th century BC, a group of Thracian traders migrated across the Thracian Bosporus and invaded Anatolia. They defeated the Lydians and captured the capital city of Lydia. The Thracians were triumphant, but their success was short-lived as they were expelled by the Scythians, who extended their rule to central Anatolia. Over the years, Thrace became a desirable region, and in the 6th century BC, the Persian Achaemenid Empire conquered it. The Persian Empire created a new satrapy called Scudra, which led to military campaigns throughout Thrace to impose Achaemenid rule over every city and tribe in the area. Thracians were not known for building cities, but they were known for their subculture of celibate ascetics called the Tisti. The Tisti served as philosophers, priests, and prophets and were respected throughout the region. When the Macedonian Wars broke out, conflict between Rome and Thrace was unavoidable, and the governance of Thrace passed to Rome. The client state of Thracia was established, which comprised several tribes. These tribes were fiercely loyal to Rome and provided skilled fighters during battles. In the end, Thrace played a significant role in ancient Greek history and was known for its talented fighters and unique subculture of Tisti. Although it was conquered and ruled by foreign powers, the Thracians retained their identity and fought fiercely for their independence.
Do you want to explore more Greek mythology stories? Who do you want to see featured next? Subscribe and leave a comment below to let me know. I'll see you in the next video.